Hi, my name is Robin Kellogg, and I am an author, a book development coach, creator of Author Your Book workshops, and a copywriter. I've been writing for most of my life, and I love it. It's one of my great passions in life. And I want to talk, I've been thinking about lately is I always run into people and they go, "Oh, you have a book workshop. Oh, that's great." And then I go, "Well, have you ever considered writing a book?" And they go, "Oh, no, I'm not in the right profession, or it's not going to really help me." And it sounds like a real time sucker. So I want to bust the five biggest myths that I've heard thus far about why they can't write a book. And I want to bust it because I had these same feelings when when I first started networking in the early 2000s, and people would say to me, "Oh, you're a writer. That's so cool." Da, da, da. And then, "Do you write books?" And I go, "Oh, no, 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 no. That's a different animal. I'm a copywriter." And part of the reason I did that was because I didn't have the confidence to believe that I could write a book. And then fast forward to 2013, when it was, let me see, 8 years past my son's major surgery, he had brain surgery. And I wanted to write a book about our family's journey, but I also wanted to direct it toward parents who had been on similar journeys, whether their child was ill or they had autism or ADHD. We all went through a similar path, and that path looked like a very dark tunnel. And we felt like we didn't get any directions, and we were kind of off balance. So we were like hitting the walls like bumper cars. And there never seemed to be an end. At that point in 2013, my son had his surgery in 2005. We had started to see some light at the end of that dark tunnel. And I wanted to share that with other parents. I wanted to give them a directory in back that told, suggested places they could go to. I wanted them to know that things were going to get better. Maybe not solved or perfect, but they were going to get better, because people need that hope. So the five myths. Okay, so the first myth is I'm an unknown commodity. No one is going to want to read what I have to write. Yeah, no. You may not be known on a world stage or a national stage, but you are known in your community. You are known amongst your family and friends. They admire you. They respect you. They consider you an expert, and they will want to read what you have to write about. I'm not an expert. You are an expert. If you've been in business for a certain amount of time, if your business is successful and you have clients coming to you to help you solve their problems, if you've been asked to sit on Chamber of Commerce boards or community action committees, you're being asked because people see you as that expert. So embrace it. Okay, so myth number 3 is writing can't be taught. So maybe that's half true. I've seen some pretty bad writing, and maybe there are a certain group of people who can't be taught how to write. However, if you have a command of the language, and you have a passion to write and a story to tell, anything is possible. So don't let that stop you. And then here's one of my favorites. It has to be perfect or I can't do it. I can't tell you how many times I have thought this or heard it from other people. And it's so crazy, because nothing we do the first time is perfect. Hey, nothing we do the second, third, or 10th time is perfect. We do it as best as we can. We're human beings and we make mistakes. So just go with it. And the fifth myth is I don't have the time. Okay, so you've got a busy schedule and you have the time to go to doctor's appointments, to run errands, to pick up the kids from school, to to make dinner, to do all these other things that you don't necessarily love doing, but you don't have the time to mark out for something that you'd enjoy. Because I have found that writing is not only a passion, but it's been very cathartic for me in my life, because I think that when you write down your feelings, you connect more with them. I'm not a psychologist, but that's just my perspective on it. So my suggestion is start scheduling your writing like you would schedule anything else in your calendar. Whether that's 20 minutes, a half an hour, just start putting it in there. However many days a week you can do it. Keep it realistic. Don't overload yourself. Don't get yourself overwhelmed. But if this is important to you, do it. So the people I have worked with over the years and known who have been authors is um, they've become authors for a variety of reasons. Um, they want to pass on knowledge to others. They want to share an experience. They want to enrich people's lives. They want to entertain. Um, they want to help people avoid situations in life that they had to go through, and they prefer if they could stop somebody else from doing the same thing. They want to promote a new business idea, a new product, those types of things. So at this point, I bet you're wondering, why should I even consider writing a book? It just sounds like a lot of time and effort. Well, as I said before, I have found it to be a very cathartic process. But if you're in business, writing a book is pretty much the new business card, because you would need to differentiate yourself. And if Joe Schmo down the road does the same thing you do in the exact same way, he doesn't have a book. So right there, you differentiate yourself, and people are still impressed when you say you're an author. So I have found that people who write books can increase their credibility in business. They can broaden their community, because most books are posted on online bookstores now and sold that way, or on landing pages. So people who may not know you may put in the right keywords and find you. It allows you to have a forum to exhibit your talents and your knowledge. And it also gives you the chance to connect with what I call kindred spirits. I always like to find other writers, but when I wrote this book about my son, I wanted it to go to families, to parents of special needs kids, to parents of sick kids. I wanted to connect with them because we each shared a commonality. We shared that thread that went through our life of feeling lost, of not knowing what to do for our child. And so that's what you have to look for when you're writing a book. We're not so different, and we all have common threads in our life. So I'm aware that writing a book's not for everyone. We've determined that. But I do believe that that we all have a unique story to tell. And that if you accept the challenge and let go of the fear, you don't know where it will lead. And you may actually get that book done and help somebody else in life. So thank you for your time. Again, I'm Robin Kellogg, and I'd love to hear from you. And you can, when we talk, ask me about my author your book workshops. Thank you very much.